Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you're new, my name is Jimena. I'm a lifestyle and now bridal / real estate creator. So if any of those three things interest you, then make sure to stick around and consider subscribing. Now, if you're an old subscriber or if you're like an OG subscriber, then you've probably been like, where has Jimena been? And so much has happened in the last couple of months since I uploaded my last video, which was almost like a year ago, which I know it's so crazy, but TikTok has been around. Now there's this new app called Lemonade, and it's just crazy trying to keep up. But today I thought I would share with you guys my updated makeup routine and catch up with you guys. You know, this is kind of like a FaceTime call. We're just two gals chilling around and just updating each other on life. So stick around because so many crazy things have happened these last couple months, and I definitely want to update you guys. First things first, we've got to moisturize. So usually I like to use the NYX or NYX, whatever you like to call it, primer, the marshmallow primer, but I just ran out, so I'm going to be using this lotion. It's the CeraVe daily moisturizing lotion. I think like one pump like that is good. I just want to moisturize my face before I start, because I think that is key to having like a really good hydrated base for all of your makeup. So I'm kind of trying to get used to talking to this camera again, because I feel like I haven't done so in a really long time, and just TikTok is so different from like YouTube or any other platform in my opinion. So I usually interchange between these three foundation products. They're not really foundation, they're more like a liquid filter that you put under or above your foundation, but I just like to use these. I don't use any extra foundation. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, which is almost gone, and even the packaging. I use shade number 4, but I'm really 4.5 because they didn't have that. It was sold out. I've been going for the e.l.f. ones. These are a dupe of that Charlotte Tilbury. I got 2 shades because they didn't have my shade again. Like, TikTok is selling everything out at this point. If you can relate, then you know that whenever you want to try a new product that you saw on TikTok, it's completely sold out. Because people buy like multiple of them and then they start selling them, or they just sell a combination of shade 2 and shade 5. I think I'm pretty sure shade number like 4. I like to put the darker shade. I know where I would put my contour, and I love it because it has this like really big wand. So I usually put that one right there, like right here. So let me update you guys on what has been going on since I last uploaded. So last time where I left you guys was that I was actually planning Chris and mine's wedding, which we still haven't really finished planning, but let me tell you that we did do our civil wedding, which is crazy. So we are married. We are still planning our church wedding, which that for both of us is very important. I just really want to have my church wedding, have my dad walk me down the aisle and stuff like that, because for our civil wedding we didn't really do that. We just showed up at the beach with an officiant, and it was really intimate. It was really nice. Our families were there. It was something that I think was great because it gave me a chance to spend time with my like parents and with my in-laws, like something that at big weddings a lot of people sometimes don't do because of all the chaos that a big wedding like can bring. Let me double check in my mirror. Oh, I didn't put any like right here. I think that's enough for that. So yes, Chris and I are married, and it's just been great. It's been a great time. We are still planning our religious wedding, and usually, well, I am Mexican Lebanese. My dad's family is Lebanese, but in Mexico usually it's accustomed to have your civil wedding first, and then like 6 months later you do your religious wedding. And it's been more than 6 months. It's almost gonna be a year because we did do our civil wedding in August. So we're doing it like that. That's like my family's custom. I don't know how other people do it. Not a lot of people have like a civil wedding and like a religious wedding. Some people just do it all at once, but this is how we decided to do it, and it's been great. We are barely gonna start planning the religious wedding just because we had so many things going on before we did that. So another crazy thing, not crazy, but like something that also happened is that I became a permanent resident. If you didn't know, I did have DACA before I became a permanent resident, which is deferred action for childhood arrivals, and that can be like a completely different video on its own because it's a pretty long story. But you pretty much get like a work permit and a social security and like a chance to go to school and like work. So it's really great. I'm very fortunate that I had that. But because Chris and I did get married, we were able to file for adjustment of status, which is when he petitions for me to become a permanent resident, because Chris was born here in the US. So as a citizen, he can petition for his spouse, which I'm his spouse. So we did that, and we're gonna hire a lawyer, but honestly we didn't have that much money because Chris, when we did the whole process, when we got married after he graduated school, but he was still like trying to get his license for his rad tech program, and that takes a while. So he wasn't necessarily working immediately after we got married. He did have like a job offer, but he hadn't started working, and these lawyers were quoting us like $6,000, $8,000, and that's just something we didn't have, plus like the fees for immigration for USCIS. So we were easily gonna spend around like $10,000, but we found a nonprofit Facebook group, which I will talk about in my other video. If you guys actually want to know more about our immigration process, I can make a whole separate video on that because it's a whole topic. It deserves its own video. Next thing, I'm gonna go in with this concealer. It is the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. I use the shade 12Y, which I think might be a little too light for me, but to brighten the under eyes, I think it's great. And I just like to put it here on the bridge of my nose, and I like to put a little on my eyelids. I use this brush. It is the Real Techniques number 200, and I just like to pat this down and like pull it up, kind of give it like a snatch look. Like, do you see this versus this? So yes, I am now a permanent resident, and I was able to go back to Mexico for the first time in like 17 years, which is so crazy. I had so much family there that I haven't seen, so it was super great. But like I said, we did the process completely on our own with the help of the nonprofit. If you guys are interested or would be interested in learning more about that, like our process and stuff, let me know in the comment section, because I would love to do a video on that and just help anyone out that's in the same boat. Okay, the next step, I actually did it off camera, but I basically brow freezed my eyebrows, or like soap brow, a lot of people call it that as well. I love using this product. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. It's basically like a clear gel that you can put on your eyebrows, and I like to use this brush. It's their brush. It's a spoolie on this side and then a little like brush or like a little paddle to like pull the product, but I always like to clean this and then just like run it here, and then I don't know if you guys can see, but it kind of just like separated my brow hairs, and just I was able to comb them up because they are a little bit of a mess. Next, what I like to do is contour while these brows kind of dry a little bit. I love Charlotte Tilbury's products, but I ran out of my bronzing powder, their Hollywood bronzing wand, and it's pretty expensive. It's like $25 for that wand. So I ended up picking this Revolution eye brightener. It is a dupe for that. It's technically a concealer, but I use it as an eye brightener, and it's the same. It has this, and you can, the Charlotte Tilbury you squeeze, but this one you kind of twist like that. So what I like to do is do a dot here, a dot right there, and then kind of like a line right there, and then right here I like to contour my nose in this area, and then just really like bring down a peak, kind of so that it snatches my nose a little bit, because I think my nose here, it's like super round. And then here I'll actually add some some contour right there so that it pulls this a little more. Here, like right under my cheekbone, I will put some contour, diffuse it with this brush. It's kind of angled at the top, which I really like if you kind of squeeze it. This one is the Expert Edge foundation brush. So yes, that's what's been going on regarding the wedding, regarding Chris and I. So it's been amazing. Like I said, we went to Mexico in February of this year, January and a little bit of February, and it was great. I got to show him around where I was born, like, you know, the house I lived in when we were there. He got to meet my dad's parents, which he hadn't met. He'd met my grandma, but from my mom's side, and my grandpa, but not my dad's parents. Another thing is I've really been more in touch with my dad's Lebanese side of his family in terms of like the culture. We've always been kind of like, we've always kept some of their customs, especially food wise. I don't know how to speak Arabic. I know how to speak Spanish and English for sure, but Arabic is something that I really want to learn this year. And I kind of wanted to go on a mission trip to Lebanon that my church is going to, but I don't think I will this time. I'll just have to like go and visit Lebanon another time. But I really want to do that and just learn more Arabic. I've been watching a lot of Arab Lebanese soap operas and they are amazing. Next up, I'm gonna go in with this Rare Beauty blush, and we all know the drama with Selena Gomez right now and Hailey Bieber. So if you couldn't tell what team I am, hopefully you can tell now. This one I like to use very little because this thing is gonna last me like years. It's so pigmented, so I just like to do like a dot right there. Sometimes I put like a tiny dot right there. I like to blend it with this brush, and I just like to pat and keep it like up here, because if I keep it down here, I feel like it will round my face a little bit, and I don't really want to do that because my face is already round. I want to snatch it, you know what I mean? Once I've done that, I like to set my makeup. This one is the Halo Glow setting powder by e.l.f. I've been using this and also something else that I'll show you guys later. So what I like to do is I like to put some on the lid, and then I like to grab this brush. It's the Morphe 523. I feel like this is more for like blush or something, but I like to use it to put on my powder and just pat it. So I like to pat it here in my T-zone. It gets super oily here. And then something else that has been going on is I actually became a realtor last year. I've been trying to do that because I really want to get into investing in real estate. If you guys want to see real estate content, then I will definitely share that with you guys. Just let me know down below. So yeah, I can sell houses all throughout California. I usually just focus in the LA area, surrounding area, San Bernardino, like Ventura, like all of this like area, just because California is super big. And even though my license allows me to practice in all of California, like if you ask me to buy a house in like the Bay Area and I'm in LA, I will refer you to like someone that I know in the LA area, another realtor, to take care of you, because it just doesn't make sense for me to travel all the way over there. Let me know if you guys want to see real estate type of content. I have this brush pouch and it is amazing. I use this one for my bigger brushes. It has like an air pocket so it breathes, but they don't fall, and they also don't get the rest of my makeup dirty because they're all in here. I'll have it linked below. I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. What I like to use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've never used any other brow product but Anastasia's products. This is the Brow Definer Triangular Brow Pencil in medium brown. And so on this side, it has the little pencil. On this side, it has the spoolie. So what I like to do first is spoolie these hairs. I'm gonna try to paint in the spaces where I literally have no eyebrow or like brow hair. So yeah, right now we are going to start actually planning our religious wedding. Hadn't done that because we were so focused on like the adjustment of status stuff. That took a while. There's so many documents you like need to get, so many copies. Ours was fairly easy, but for other people it's not. But it still took a lot of time because if like we did this all on our own, we wanted to make sure we had no errors, that we everything we did was like as best as possible so that we wouldn't run into like any like trouble later down the line. So right now we are trying to look at venues again. I haven't gone dress shopping, and I probably won't do that until I secure a venue, because until I secure a venue, I don't really have a date yet. It's gonna be in 2024, because for this year there's no way we're pulling off a wedding this year. But I'm excited for that. Even though I'm already married, I still want to have a wedding. I know a lot of people are like, buy a house instead, stuff like that, and I'm like, my plan is to only get married once in my lifetime to Chris, because I love him. He's the love of my life. I want to experience having a celebration for the both of us, being with our families, enjoying them, like, you know, just like partying that we got married, that we're together. And so it's probably gonna be more like a vow renewal because we are already married, but I still love that. I still would love God's blessings. So that's very important for us. And like, also, money comes and goes. The life that you have is only one life, so try living it the best that you can. Enjoy the things that you can do. You know, there's gonna be so many opportunities for us to buy a house or to do like other things, but this is something that I don't want anyone else to make a decision for me in this situation. I like to use this palette. I'm gonna use the shade Au Natural to do windshield wiper motions all over my eyelid, and then I'm gonna get this black shade right here, and I'm gonna do an eyeshadow eyeliner just super close to the actual eyelash line. Next up, I'm gonna go in last couple steps with this lip pencil. It's from LA Girl. It's in the shade Bear. It's a really nice nude color. Okay, look at how pretty that color is. I'm gonna set my whole makeup with this setting spray. It's the Tarte Shape Tape Stay Spray. So this is the final makeup look. Something I always carry in my bag is this mattifying powder. My sister put me on this one. It's the Fenty Beauty Universal Shade Matting thing. You just tap and then you can put it on your oily sections, and it just like mats it out. It kind of like blurs it really nicely. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was great for us to catch up and basically let you guys know what I've been up to, what I plan to do. I really want to go full-time with my content creation, so I would really love your guys' support. Please subscribe and thumbs up this video if you haven't already, and let me know down below what other videos you guys would like to see, and I will make sure that I make those for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.